Zooey Deschanel is pregnant. That's right. New reports claim the new girl actress and her husband of 18 months are expecting baby number 2. In case you forgot, Zooey and Jacob started dating in mid-2014 and finally said "I do" in 2015 after she converted to Judaism. Not long after, they welcomed their daughter, Elise Otter, which was probably a surprise considering they waited until the birth to find out the gender of the baby. And we can only expect they're going to do it again, so there's no news to report on the gender of her second baby. During her first maternity leave, Megan Fox joined the cast of New Girl, and now we're left to wonder what the producers will do now. There have been no other details surrounding Zooey's pregnancy, so we'll keep an eye on her and let you know as soon as we find out. Congratulations to the happy couple! Now that Rob Kardashian has lost his baby mama and his daughter Dream, he's ready to get the help he's been told he needs. Rob has been candid with his Instagram followers, telling them, "This weekend I was in an emotional bad place, and I did some things that embarrassed myself and my family. I apologize and am seeking help to deal with my flaws/issues. Please pray for me, and I'm sorry, Black China. You are a great mother to our child, and I love you." So far, it seems that China is also interested in Rob seeking help in order to rekindle some sort of relationship in the future, but it's apparent that she's done until she sees progress. Of course, their daughter Dream will keep them in touch. Rob also Instagrammed a picture of her taking a bath, saying, "I'm going to get better for you, Dream. You are my life and gave me a new start on being a better me. I love you." It looks like Rob is serious about cleaning up his act too. Matt Damon's Great Wall is a highly anticipated movie set in picturesque China, but it appears it may have come at enormous cost. New reports are coming out claiming that toxic chemicals were used on the set of the film and that the A-lister may have been exposed. A crew member revealed to the Wall Street Journal that while they were filming in China, they were exposed to toxic substances banned in the United States. He said he nearly passed out from the fumes that came out of a spray can and that a producer raised the issue of safety during an on-set meeting. Damon has yet to address the story and whether or not he was truly exposed to hazardous chemicals. The film, which had a budget of $150 million, is set to open in February of 2017 and will have a Universal Studios-esque resort at the movie studio in China where it was filmed. It will also have a theme park and a 5,300-seat cinema. So it did happen. Margot Robbie got married. The actress posted this photo to her Instagram account, pretty much ending all the speculation. Now that details are pouring in, we can report that the couple said their I do's in a gypsy-style Byron Bay ceremony surrounded by 50 guests at a private estate. The bride wore an ivy off-the-shoulder lace gown and was walked down the aisle by her mother and had her blonde locks tied back and styled in a loose braid. Festivities kicked off at around 4 p.m. local time, and the couple exchanged vows under a large white teepee-style tent, and then they celebrated by dancing into the night. The wedding location was so top secret, guests were kept in the dark about where the couple would be wed, and they were asked to gather at different locations from Byron Bay to the Gold Coast so they could be collected by buses and taken to the location. Jewelers estimated that Margot's sparkle cost an estimated $20,000 to $30,000. Justin Bieber can forget about partnering with PETA anytime soon. Or ever. Check out this huge fur coat that Bieber wore to Hyde nightclub in West Hollywood. And according to TMZ, the singer confirmed that it is 100% straight off the back of an animal. Or 5.
Looking good, Justin.
Doing good, man. That's good. You're great, man. I know I do.
You're good, man.
Oh, he knows he looks good? No wonder he's all bundled up in that fur coat. Bieber is cold as ice. Wait. 2 observations. 1, we see Bieber entering the back of Barney's Beanery, which is essentially a spacious divey sports bar. 2, someone in Bieber's entourage is wearing a shirt that claims 663 million people on Earth don't have access to clean drinking water, and we can all do something about that. Meanwhile, Bieber is parading around Hollywood wearing thousands of dollars in lavish dead animal. Like we said, cold as ice. Amy Schumer has a farm and lots of EIEI dough, as in money, because according to Us Magazine, she bought back the family farm her father was forced to sell after he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. The comedian also posted an old home video on Instagram of her running through the land's cornfield as a child, and also her breaking the news to her dad Gordon via FaceTime. The gesture just before Christmas is just another example of Amy using her success to help those she loves. Amy is notoriously generous and has no problem spending her hard-earned money on lavish gifts for friends and family. As she puts it herself, "We lost the farm when we lost everything else, but today I got to buy it back for him." With more movies coming out and a prosperous comedy tour selling out theaters throughout the world, we have a feeling Amy doesn't have to worry about losing the farm ever again. Olivia Wilde really wants to cut any ties between herself and future First Lady Melania Trump. The actress showed off a glimpse of her new haircut on Instagram, but the most notable part is the hashtag No More Melania Hair highlight to her post, which she included in her caption. We suppose Olivia did notice that her long brunette locks did flow similarly to President-elect Donald Trump's wife. But not anymore. Thanks to what they're calling a hair chop and highlights, she won't be mistaken for a White House resident anytime soon. Olivia has been extremely vocal about her support for Democrats, women's rights, and a concern that the new administration will make minorities and certain groups feel unsafe. At least after her latest trip to the salon, it's a less hairy situation for Olivia. Lena Dunham may have just said the most controversial thing of the year. During a recent episode of her Women of the Hour podcast, the girl star was speaking about the stigma surrounding the issue of abortion, and she said she hasn't had one, but wishes she had. Lena was recounting a visit to a Planned Parenthood in Texas several years ago when a lady asked her to join a project where women share their stories of abortions. Lena told her as much as she's going out and fighting for a woman's right to have an abortion, she herself hasn't had one. Then she realized she was carrying within herself a stigma surrounding the issue. Dunham then added that so many people she loved have had them, her mother and her best friends, and she was so proud of their bravery and self-knowledge, and said even though she hasn't had an abortion, she wishes she had. Twitter erupted and called her out, saying abortions are awful experiences and one shouldn't wish for one like a gift from Santa. Others called her comment offensive, out of touch, and accused her of being the worst kind of feminist. Dunham has yet to respond to the backlash. From famous and wealthy to the latest Belfie. Come subscribe and like us to get the best celebrity news in the game.